Hey everyone, thanks for dropping in. Obviously, it's been a little bit since I've done a video, and I apologize for the noise, but it's that time of the year, you know how the locusts like to be. But I figured, hey, it's been a while, we're in that hot season, let's talk about water hunting and beach hunting real quick. I got something that just it's really a handy accessory, especially if you're an Excalibur user, which when I'm out on the beach or in the water, granted it hasn't been much lately, I like to use the MINELAB Excalibur 2. That being said, when you order a MINELAB Excalibur 2, in my opinion, one of the best accessories that you can purchase for your Excalibur unit is an Anderson shaft. The Excaliburs come stock from the factory with the standard S-shaped shaft with the control box mounted in front of you, and that can make it a little cumbersome for some people. So what I've got to show you here today, I've been testing this for a while, and it is a great piece of kit for your Excalibur machine. What we've got here is the Excalibur 2 on an Anderson over and under travel shaft. Many of us, when we like to get out water hunting, if you want to travel, you try to travel compact. Sometimes that stock S-rod doesn't fit real good in the baggage or in your case. With the over and under travel shaft, you can actually break it down into 3 pieces. You've got your lower rod for your coil, your middle shaft, and your upper shaft. So it packs for great travel. And this version is the over-under travel shaft in the Kawasaki Green Zero Flex fiberglass. The handy thing about this is, as you can see, first off, the ergonomics are completely different because of the way the handle is positioned. You're holding it in a different angle, and most importantly, the over-under, your control box and your battery are now mounted under your forearm. So the unit is much, much better balanced in this configuration. And as we go around here, you'll see that on the other side of our unit, because of the way I have it mounted, is when we get over here, this is also set up with the Anderson knob guard, because anybody that's used an Excalibur knows if you're out there in the rocks and you slip or drop it, you can break those MINELAB knobs. So the knob guard is also a very handy accessory. And as you look through the knob guard here, you'll see that this has also been set up with the Anderson shaft knobs. You can get these in many different colors. What is it? I believe 3 or 4 at least. It's been a while because I've been using this particular shaft and configuration for about a year. You want to make sure it works well before you really get out there and say a whole lot. But when it comes to Anderson detector shafts, Pete and Ryan, they're just geniuses with this stuff. Their shafts are some of the best on the market. They make them for many different machines. And I'm not just talking, say a straight shaft for the Excalibur. You can purchase these for White's units. You can purchase them for Garrett units. Very handy. And they've also got other accessories. They've got some pouches. I believe they even make a coil weight if you don't have a weighted coil on your water machine. And more importantly, especially lately, anyone that's a CTX user, you know how hard it is to travel with a lower rod for a CTX to get it into your baggage. Anderson shafts have come up with a travel version that the lower shaft breaks down into two pieces. It's milled. It's a very tough, durable piece of kit. Works great, especially if you're traveling. Not only that, but they also make the carbon fiber Neptune scoop handles that fit, say, popular scoops such as the T-Rex, which is also another scoop that I use. With that Neptune handle, it's injected. If you slip, you lose grip of it, it'll float, the handle will. And many of us that travel, if you're traveling for beach hunting, water hunting, it's a little cumbersome to get your scoop into your baggage if you're using a full-size scoop. Anderson shafts thought about that too, and they also make a travel version of their Neptune scoop handle. It's a two-piece unit. It breaks down quickly and easily, stores in your baggage and your luggage for your trip, because that's the last thing you want to have to worry about. How am I going to get my gear to my destination and get it there safely, intact, and be ready to use and break down easily? Another nice thing about this two-piece shaft, the over and under travel shaft, is the fact that you can actually take this middle section out, and when you do that, you can outfit your lower dive shaft to your coil, and the over and under travel unit automatically doubles as your dive unit as well. Like I said, Pete and Ryan, really great guys out there at Anderson Shafts. They've been around for a while, making great products. I've used this myself for a while, and in my opinion, it is one of the best accessories that you can purchase if you're an Excalibur user. If you want to try out some water hunting and beach hunting, you think that's going to be your game, and you want to get a good quality shaft for your machine, Anderson Shafts is the way to go. Absolutely, bar none. Very, very satisfied with them, and you should check them out. You can check them out on Facebook, and like I said, they're great guys to deal with. Very happy to know them, and very happy to actually have a company out there like Anderson that is putting out quality equipment like this. And not only is it a company that is putting out quality equipment, but these guys are hunters. So they know the demands that the equipment goes through in the field. They know what's going to work. They know what they like to see. They know what other people like to see. And this is the cause and effect of it. They do a great job, and they're constantly striving to continue to bring good products out to the end user. So check them out. You can look them up on Facebook. You can find them on the internet. And they've got a list of distributors on the internet where you can just go down through, check and see if you've got a distributor in your area. Maybe your dealer that you like to deal with is already a distributor. Contact them. I'm sure they can set you up if you're looking for an Excalibur or maybe even an Anderson shaft for yours. This Excalibur came from Chuck Smalley, Shooters and Prospectors, SW Detectors. And obviously the shaft is an Anderson shaft. It's a great combination, great setup. It's what I run when I'm out water and beach hunting. So if it's getting too hot for you in the field, get out there and try some water hunting. Thanks for dropping in. We'll see you.